Good evening, and welcome along to the Robin Elliott Tonight Christmas special. We're here at the fabulous Harrison Hotel in Belfast, and we've got a great lineup of guests, including Eurovision legend Dana. She's celebrating 50 years of her song Cold Cold Christmas.
It was released at the beginning of December, very close to Christmas. Yeah. And had it not been for a little-known group with a little-known song called... it was Queen.
Yes.
With Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, of course it was, yes.
They said we could have made number one.
I think you could have. Yeah.
It flew up the charts. I was on top of the pops within a couple of weeks, and they told me it was selling over 50,000 copies a day.
Wow.
So it's a song that took me by surprise,
Yeah.
And now every year they play it.
We'll also be chatting to ice skating legends Torvill Dean.
Sport these days, all aspects of sport, is full time. When we started our skating career, we still had to hold down a job to pay for it. So Jane worked in an office and I was a policeman. And it was only when we got a grant in 1980 from our city council that allowed us to then skate full time. And
we'll find out about some of this year's big Christmas shows in Belfast, including Deck the Halls with Curran.
It's about Scarlett, who is a very successful actress. She's achieved everything in her career. She was also in my first show, which was Are You Being Served?
Yes.
And she worked at the Wind Your Neck Inn. And as we know, actors have to do other jobs when they don't have work.
Of course, yes, yeah.
So it was kind of watching her journey. It's not a sequel, it's a brand new show. And she's achieved everything that she wanted to in life. But she's adopted.
Yeah.
So she's decided, I need to find me.
But let's begin by talking to the lady behind this fabulous venue, the Harrison Hotel here in Belfast. It's Melanie Harrison. How are you?
Great. You're so welcome, Robin.
Thank you for having us here. Now, you've got to be one of Belfast's busiest hoteliers, right? And you always look stunning. You've always got the makeup done. You look perfect. But I know behind the scenes, it's crazy, isn't it?
Well, it's a bit 24/7, but I'm a victim of my own doing, really, because I enjoy getting into the merry throng and getting amongst it. It's great to see so many people come to Belfast over Christmas to enjoy the markets and all that Belfast has to offer. So many great musical events and theatre events. It's fantastic.
And of course, it's been a great year. It's been a great year for the hotel here as well. I know you've had a big extension and refurbishment and everything, haven't you?
Yeah, it's great actually to have the lounge and the bar and all of these lovely spaces that we've got. Space, for more people can come and enjoy. Yeah, so we've gone from 16 rooms to 30 rooms now. So it's been hard work, but very rewarding.
But it's going to be even more difficult than other hotels because every room in this place is different.
Yes, so we've got, as you see, just behind you, we've got our Narnia wardrobe that we walk through to enter the rooms, and each of the rooms are named after people from Belfast, the likes of the Ruby Murray and the Audley Patterson, the Van Morrison, the singers. We have writers, we've got the Swift, the Heaney, they mentioned the C.S. Lewis, and we've got the inventors such as the Dunlop room, Thomas Andrews' room who built the Titanic, all of that. So we celebrate all the people who've shaped Belfast and in fact the world.
And in fact, you're putting Belfast on the map as well, because I've seen reviews for this hotel in top magazines and top newspapers across the UK, in fact, across the world.
Yeah, we were named in one of the top hotels by the Condé Nast magazine, which is really sort of the vogue of travel. Sunday Times, National Geographic. So it's so exciting to see that we're being recognised on this international stage.
Exactly. So plans then for next year, anything you can reveal to us? Or are you going to take it easy next year after a busy year?
Well, no, I'm going to ramp it up a bit. I'm going to have more and more events here. I'm really wanting to do more in January, actually, because we have the No Lag na Ban for, the women's little Christmas. So I'm really planning to do a lot around celebrating women and all that they've done.
Exactly. Music plays a big part. I know you've got lots of great music events happening, especially on a Sunday afternoon, haven't you?
Yeah, we've actually got the NI Opera doing some amazing Christmas greats, opera greats. On the 14th, we have some jazz coming up. We're actually having an immersive theatre experience on the 6th of January because James Joyce play The Dead is set on the 6th of January. So we'll have the South Bank Theatre doing some immersive things there. So loads of stuff happening coming up to Christmas, bit of a New Year's party as well, and just a few things as well to do with the Cathedral Arts out to lunch festival as well. Yes. So lots and lots planning in the pipeline. I've just too many ideas and too little time. I had a lot of time dedicated this year to the refurbishment, but next year I'm going to completely free. It'll just be watch this space.
Yeah. And of course, you've had quite a few big names from the music world coming as guests to stay in this hotel as well. And I know they all go away and they talk about the great time they had as well.
Yeah, well, of course, we had the lovely Kiki D.
Yes, Kiki D. You had Carol Decker here as well.
I did, and Mary Coughlin at the weekend. We had Madness Day in the summer.
You had Alton playing in the bar.
We had Alton playing in the bar. Yes, that was very good fun. That was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Amazing. Even the likes of Bill Whelan would come and stay here as well. It's been it's a little bit of a hideaway for the creative people.
So you never know who you might bump into if you come to the Harrison Hotel. Melanie, good to see you. Thank you for having us today, and have yourself a very Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas to you, Robin.
Let's talk Christmas theatre next, and one of the big shows in town is Deck the Halls at the studio at Belfast Grand Opera House. Caroline Curran is starring in that, and here's what happened when we caught up with the lady herself. Right, do you know what? It wouldn't be Christmas in Belfast these days without my next guest. She's back at the Grand Opera House with a brand new, hilarious show called Deck the Halls. It's Caroline Curran. How are you, my darling?
I'm all good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So it really is, we know it's Christmas whenever you pop up to tell us about a Christmas show now.
I know.
Forget the pantos.
No, that's it.
It's all about comedy now, isn't it?
It's adult Christmas comedy.
Yes.
I have to get that out there, yes. So I'm back this year in a brand new venue, which is the Grand Opera House Studio, which I'm very excited about, with Deck the Halls, our new sort of festive comedy. There we go. See, these lines are going to go well, aren't they? Me being the writer of them. So the storyline, it's about Scarlett, who is a very successful actress. She's achieved everything in her career. She was also in my first show, which was Are You Being Served?
Yes.
And she worked at the Wind Your Neck Inn. And as we know, actors have to do other jobs when they don't have work.
Of course, yes.
So it was kind of watching her journey. It's not a sequel, it's a brand new show. And she's achieved everything that she wanted to in life. But she's adopted.
Yeah.
So she's decided, I need to find me. I need to find out, is there anyone out there maybe, or any information? She just wants to find herself, and she's been through some heartbreak and things like that. Those pinnacle moments in your life where you go, where am I? Yeah. Who am I?
Yes.
So she decides to go to a lovely Spanish island that I'm not going to give the name of yet, because obviously it's an adult Christmas show. And she goes to her family used to go there when she was a kid for the traditional canto, which is the lighting of the Christmas tree. So she's going back there to sort of retrace her family memories and hopefully find herself. But also, there's other surprises in store.
Exactly. Now, as you said, she's an actress.
She is an actress.
So is this based on anybody that we might know?
I don't know any actresses at all. Wouldn't have them about me. I think, with all of my Christmas shows, with the previous two which you have seen, I always bring an element, I think, of myself. Because I think to find true comedy, it comes from truth.
Yes.
To be honest. So there is probably a lot of influences of me within the story.
Okay.
And all aspects of the story. Because I find if I can laugh at myself and everyone's laughing, then you say, oh, that's like me. I've been in that situation.
Yes.
It's more relatable to people.
Yeah.
And Christmas is such a hard time, and everyone goes through so many different things. All I want to do for an hour, it's only an hour long, and the night buses are starting, so you can get home.
Yes.
Brilliant. And just come, forget, and hopefully laugh.
Yeah.
And have a really nice night out.
Yeah. You've had a busy year. There's no searching for work in between gigs with you because it's been one after the other, hasn't it?
No, first time in like 10 years. I know this year I have been so blessed with a run of really good shows, and thankfully people are coming back, because that still amazes me to this day, that people keep coming to the shows that I'm in. And obviously I've done such a variety this year. You know,
done serious stuff this year.
I did, yeah.
Oh, and you know what? She scared me. Oh, the first time ever. I was afraid of you in that show.
A lot of people have contacted me after that show.
That was Ulster American.
Ulster American by David Ireland. And I was really, you know, nervous about doing that type of play, because if anyone knows David Ireland's work, it's very controversial. He was in the news there recently. But I was really proud to do a play like that, to show people my versatility. Obviously, I love comedy. Yeah. I feel that's where my heart is and where it lies. But I want to show people that I can be that serial killer, serious, and come at you with an Oscar, which I did twice daily.
You did, yes.
But yeah, I did a musical this year. I did a serious drama this year. And of course, Maggie, I did all 4 plays in one. At the beginning of the year. And obviously, she's coming back.
It's not the end of Maggie. No. February she's back, isn't she?
Yeah, she opens in the Grand Opera House. So I have 3 days off after the Christmas show, and then I'm straight in. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, because obviously it's a brand new one.
Yes.
Never been seen, never been read. And the response, because people were so young the first time round, it was like a brand new audience. So it felt like the first time all over again. And people love her. I love her. And see, as long as people want to see her, I'll be here.
Now this time round we're going through the menopause.
We're going through well, it's probably true to life, to be fair. You know, I'm in my 40s now. I don't know what's going to happen. My body may just give up. Yes, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. 13 years I've been doing this character. Yeah, and she's just such a massive part of my life, and everyone has like sort of grown up with her in a way. And I love that. And now all my nieces are like in their 20s, so they're coming to the show, which is really fun. But I just love it, and I love hearing so many people laugh or cry, because obviously with my own Christmas shows there's a bit of heart in it. You know, tug on the heartstrings, because I feel then you get more ammunition out of your comedy. It hits you harder. But yeah, to hear that amount of people laughing, there's nothing like it.
Are you singing this year?
Am I singing this year? Yes. People love songs at Christmas, don't they? I am singing this year. I know, obviously I did Thursdays with Elvis, and I was with 2 amazing, like they've been on the West End. One is currently, she's going into another Christmas show, and Norman, he's in 12th Night. 2 amazing singers, and then me. It was like, hello, what am I doing? Am I not just here for the one-liners? No, okay, so I'm singing. But I learned a lot, which I'm always up for, because I think you always have to be constantly learning something new, because you need to grow, you need to build. So I learned, I think it was a confidence thing. You know, and people probably see me as quite out there, but as you know, I can be quite shy. As I was saying the other day, I can be, especially with singing, because you're completely, I know the one-woman shows you're completely exposed, but singing's another level. Another level of, what am I doing? I need so much control. So I learned a lot doing that show with 2, like I'm the director, Charlie Westenra. It was amazing. So hopefully going to take all of those skills and keep building on my brand, I suppose.
Why not?
Try to anyway.
Now we're talking Christmas songs in a minute, because Dana is waiting in the wings to come on, and she's got Cold Cold Christmas, 50 years of Cold Cold Christmas. So do you have a favourite festive tune that you look forward to every year?
Do you know what? And loads of people always ask me that. I think it's really difficult, but I do have a soft spot for Wham. I love George Michael. I love him. Last Christmas, I do have a very famous Christmas number in my show this year, which I hope it's upbeat. So I'm going for a different route this year, because obviously we're going on holiday and we're on another island, which is good, but I don't want to give that away. I know. I was like, here it is. No, you can't have it. But yeah, Wham, and of course the Pogues, and obviously Dame Mariah. You know, she's out there to defrost her at the start of 1st of November. It's time. It is time. It's too early, but we're here. Yeah, but I think Wham.
Okay.
Right. Okay. What's yours?
Mine is, well, probably, I look forward to playing David Essex every year, A Winter's Tale, even though it's not strictly a Christmas song, he tells me, but I do like it. And actually, I am a fan of Cold Cold Christmas. I do like Dana's festive tunes.
I love her song too. It's one of my favourites.
Of course it is. Right, Deck the Halls. Who else is in it with you?
So we've got Rodri Lewis, who has been in Gavin and Stacey and Torchwood and done a lot of theatre here. And we also have Patrick Buchanan, who was just recently in Blue Lights.
Yes, of course.
Yes, he was the bad sergeant with his wife.
Yes.
So yes, he was a baddie in Blue Lights, but come and see him be so good and nice in... Well, he's also a baddie in mine as well. Come and see him be all different things in Deck the Halls.
Brilliant.
So
there we go. We'll be there. Deck the Halls at the Grand Opera House. Caroline, always good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we're talking charity next, and somebody who needs your help at this time of year. I'm pleased to say that Pauline from the St Vincent de Paul charity joins me now. Pauline, this show's 21 years old this year, and I think you've been on probably maybe 10 out of those 21 Christmas shows over the last few years.
I think you're right, Robin. Yeah, so thank you so much just for the repeat invitation. Absolutely delighted to be here once again.
It is always good to see you, but sadly, charities like yourself are still so much in need. You need the help of the public at this time of year.
We so desperately need the help of the public this time of year. I mean, our calls coming into our office now for people needing help at Christmas and throughout the year as well, they're already increasing. So already we're seeing upwards of 300 calls per day into our office. So there's a lot of need out there, and why we talk about the wonder of Christmas, and it's so beautiful. You know, we all think about Christmas and how marvellous it is, and it's such a family time. But for a lot of the families that we support, it's a very worrying time. And, you know, our theme this year is the wonder of Christmas. And for a lot of our families, they do wonder, will they have any kind of Christmas at all? And if they do have a Christmas, they're wondering how best to use the resources. Is it by putting food on the table, by getting a little gift for the children under the Christmas tree, and in some cases as well, it's whether to heat the house or not.
Exactly, and sadly, because of the current climate that we're in, the cost of living and all the rest of it, more families are reaching out for help every year, aren't they?
They are, Rob, and sadly, you know, I think the cost of living crisis is hitting all of us, and we do see it when we go shopping. We always thought this was a kind of post-COVID thing, but to be honest, it hasn't really settled at all. So everything is going up, you know, our heat, our light, our fuel, and then obviously the cost of living. So the basic necessities, families are really faced with impossible choices, and it is coming down to heat or to eat, so that's difficult.
I think there was a recent statistic as well that said that kind of nearly everybody is only so many steps away from their final paycheck. I mean, it's getting that crazy, isn't it?
It really is, you know, and I think we're all dependent on our paychecks coming in every month as well, and it's so difficult then for people maybe through disability, they can't go out to work, so sadly they do depend on welfare benefits, but then they also need that extra help from charities like Society of St Vincent de Paul as well. And we're only too glad to help. We have dedicated volunteers who work tirelessly day in and day out and right up until Christmas as well to provide what support that we can. But rightly, you did say we do depend on the generosity of our donors, and that's where the plea comes in to, well, it's double-sided, so please support us if you can, but equally, if you need help, do not hesitate to lift the phone and give us a call, and we will certainly help you as well.
I think it's right to say when you reach out for help, the people of Northern Ireland are incredibly generous, aren't they?
Absolutely amazing. I mean, here in the northern region, so in Northern Ireland alone, Society spends about £5 million, and that is all donated income. There's no government funding there at all, so all of our funding is donated and it goes directly out to those people who need it most.
Brilliant. So when it comes to looking for help from the public, how can they get involved then?
So there's a few ways. We want to try and make it fun for any corporates or any businesses out there. Any school as well, maybe they would like to host a Christmas jumper day, and we've got information on our website as to how people can do that. They can donate financially as well. We try to make it easy as well. So we have a donation helpline, and we also have on our website, which is www.svp.ie. People can donate on there as well, or they can drop pop into our regional office on the Antrim Road, and we'd be just too glad to meet people as well. So we love to see our donors as well.
What about anybody watching this right now who might find themselves struggling a little bit? How do they get in touch with you?
Well, we have a dedicated telephone number for that as well, and that will appear hopefully on the TV screen so people can reach out and lift the phone. And I would always say, please, reach out. We're here to help. And that's why we exist. So we exist to help people who are facing impossible choices this Christmas, this winter and beyond. And please just reach out to us. We're there, and you will get an understanding and a sympathetic ear as well.
Lovely. Well, the best of luck with this year's campaign.
Thank you so
Pauline,
much,
always
Robin.
good to see you. Have a great Christmas.
You're such a support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Time to meet another special guest on the Robin Elliott Tonight Christmas special. And Eurovision legend Dana has got a brand new version of her hit Cold Cold Christmas. It's out now. It's 50 years since the original. We'll chat to Dana in a second, but here is Cold Cold Christmas.
According to the radio, warmer weather's on the way. Chances are we won't be getting snow. But even if the sun shines from now to Christmas Day, as far as I'm concerned, I know it's gonna be a cold, cold Christmas without you. Dreaming of those warm, warm, lazy summer days. It's gonna be a long and lonely Christmas without you. Missing you, my darling, in oh so many ways. Yesterday I saw your mom and dad. We bought our cards together. I put the presents on the Christmas tree, and as I write this letter, it's warm inside. The log fire's burning bright. Oh, darling, if only you were here to make it right. It's gonna be a cold, cold Christmas without you. Dreaming of those warm, warm, lazy summer days. It's gonna be a long and lonely Christmas without you. Missing you, my darling, in oh so many ways. I didn't bother with the mistletoe. You won't be here to kiss me. The only consolation that I've got, I know for sure you'll miss me. It won't be long until you're home again, and we can share these magic moments. But till then, it's gonna be a cold, cold Christmas without you. Dreaming of those warm, warm, lazy summer days. It's gonna be a long and lonely Christmas without you. Missing you, my darling, in oh so many ways. It's gonna be a long and lonely Christmas without you. I'm missing you, my darling, in oh so many ways.
So there we go. What a fabulous song. And I'm not just saying this because she's sitting next to me, but it is one of my favourite festive tunes of all time. It's also 50 years old, and Dana is here. How are you?
I am all the better. Look,
Look, we're matching,
All
aren't we?
the better for seeing you.
It's good to see you, as always. That
you.
song, Dana, 50 years old, and they're still playing it on the radio today.
They are, and as you know, we've done a new reimagined version,
Yes.
which was really led by my son Robert. You've met him.
Yes.
I could not imagine it in any other way than the original.
Yeah.
But he wanted, have you ever heard of chamber pop?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I had never heard of chamber pop, but it's got a beautiful chamber orchestra feel about it and lovely backing vocals. And I said, right, you run with it. And now I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Because he said it is special, 50 years.
Yeah.
And you're a different person and different experiences, and it should have that different sound.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's the same song, but slightly different sound.
And when it first came out, it was slightly different from the other stuff out there as well, because all the other songs are all these nice, jingly, happy songs, and then suddenly, Cold, Cold Christmas, it was a bit bittersweet. It was different for the time, wasn't it?
It was very different, and it was very different for me because I was recording in Germany, and it was near the end of November. I had no planned Christmas release, and Roger Greenaway, who was one of the writers,
Legend, yeah.
he flew to Berlin with the track already done. He'd spoken with the record company in London, and he said, this song is for Dana.
Yeah.
So he arrived in Berlin, the arrangement was done. I was shocked now, really I was shocked. But Dickley, he was the head of the company, and he had what they call magic ears.
Yes.
He could hear a hit. I recorded it in Germany, and that day he flew back. It was released at the beginning of December, very close to Christmas.
Yeah.
And had it not been for a little known group with a little known song called, it was Queen.
Yes.
With Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, of course it was, yes.
They said we could have made #1.
I think you could have. Yeah.
It flew up the charts. I was on top of the pops within a couple of weeks, and they told me it was selling over 50,000 copies a day.
Wow.
So it's a song that took me by surprise.
Yeah.
And now they're playing it every year.
Yeah.
But you know, Robin, I really hope people will give this a listen, this new version.
I think they will, yeah.
And I really hope they like it.
So the royalties are still good every Christmas then?
Well, it's an amazing thing with royalties. You never do get the same royalties as the record company. I can't work that out.
Yeah, yeah.
There's definitely, and of course, I'm glad it's good for the writers,
Yeah,
you know,
of course,
because Roger Greenaway could do with a few bob. I mean, he's only written about 100 hit songs.
Exactly, yes.
And the
yes.
co-producer was a man who produced me, Jeff Stevens.
Yes,
Again, a wonderful writer. So I'm glad for them.
Yeah. Of course, when that song came along, you'd already had big success with All Kinds of Everything, of course. And then you go into your disco period as well. You kind of reinvented yourself a lot during the 70s into the 80s, didn't you?
It was a very interesting time. During 1975, when this came out at the end of it, we'd had 2 chart hits before that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I never focused on the chart hits because at that time, if you could have a career without a chart hit, then you had a more sustainable life.
Yes, yes.
And I'd come through a period after Eurovision where I had a hit the next year, thank God.
Yeah.
So that when I handed on the prize to 1971's winner, a girl called Severine from Monaco, I wasn't a one-hit wonder because, well, I'd had a flop, and then it was in the charts the next Eurovision. Then I had a period of about 3 years where I didn't have any chart success, but I was doing television, I was building a more solid career.
Of course,
So after that, to have a hit in the charts was like icing on a cake.
Yes, yeah.
It was so thrilling, you know, to have that. So, yes, and then it was really, I have to give a lot of credit to Dick Leahy, who was the founder and head of GTO Records.
Right.
And he brought Donna Summer into England. He signed Heatwave.
Yes, yeah.
And it was actually a friendship with Heatwave and the great Rod Temperton.
Yes, yeah.
So Barry Blue was producing me and Heatwave.
Yes, yeah.
So Fairy Tale was the first kind of
Fairy Tale, love
disco.
Fairy Tale,
And then the album I did after all my voice problems, The Girl Is Back.
Yes.
There was a track on there called Something's Cooking in the Kitchen.
Love it, yeah.
And Rod Temperton, who wrote Thriller,
Yeah.
of course, he wrote all the backing vocals, the most difficult backing vocals I've ever done.
Really, yeah.
Ever done. But that song has maintained a life of its own.
Yes.
You know Christopher Biggins?
Yes, I know Biggins, yes.
He loves Something's Cooking in the Kitchen.
So we should.
And all those cookery shows,
Yeah.
they love Something's
Love it,
Cooking in the
Of course they
Kitchen.
do. Of course they do.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's get back to Christmas, because we're nearly there. Are you a festive person? Do you look
Yeah.
forward to it every year?
Yeah.
Excuse me. No, I love it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that's tied to your own childhood memories.
Yes.
Now, my granny never liked Christmas.
Really?
Never liked. But she was raising 13 children in a 2-up, 2-down house. And you can imagine how hard that was.
Yes, yeah.
And, you know, I have a lot of heart for people who find Christmas difficult, because there are
Yeah.
people who find it difficult. But I've very happy memories. We lived in a council house. There wasn't a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I know it sounds ridiculous, but to me it was quite normal. But it was the look of shock on an interviewer's face when I told them what I thought was normal, and they went, what? When we were all in bed early on a Christmas Eve night, we had a small kitchen. My father used to paint it a different colour. The part of Christmas morning was wondering what colour the kitchen was going
Yes,
to be.
yeah. Oh, wow.
Now that to us was quite normal.
Yeah.
But my parents put everything they could into Christmas.
Yeah.
And I just love Christmas.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
Do you have a favourite Christmas song apart from your own?
I love Away in the Manger.
Yes, yeah,
I love hearing children sing it.
yeah.
And it brings me to tears. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And another song I love is When a Child is Born.
Oh, yes, yes.
And actually, I recorded one of the favourite albums I did of mine. I did an album of Christmas carols and Christmas songs, and my children sang a lot of the tracks with me.
Yes, yes.
So my 2 girls, we did When a Child is Born, and we combined it with a French traditional carol.
Right.
I can't remember what it's called now. Il est né le divin enfant. He's born the divine infant.
Yeah.
And we combined the 2. Do you know that's one of my favourite albums that I've ever done?
Wow. Brilliant.
Do you ever sing karaoke?
Do you know I have never sung karaoke?
Really?
Never.
Never?
We got to make that happen.
And I want to mention,
Yes.
last year Robert and I wrote a Christmas song together.
Yes.
Called Christmas Again,
I'm gonna play it
which
at
you
the
were
end.
very, very
I'm
kind
going to
enough
play it
to.
at the end of this. Yes, I am.
And of course, you did panto for many years as Snow White.
You can imagine how I loved panto.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved panto. And so did our children.
Mm-hmm.
And we reminisce every Christmas. I did practically all the pantos, but I did Snow White for 14 years.
Wow.
And the friendships that we have built
Yes.
through that. I loved it. And, you know, when we started off doing it, I think Robert was, Grace was 3
Yes, yeah.
when I first did it. And then Ruth, and then Robert. And
Yeah.
he loved, like the dwarfs were so, and I love every one of them. And they loved him and he loved them. And I used to hide him in the wishing well at the break, you know, in the shows. I just love them to bits, and we keep in touch.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, with panto, you never know how the audience are going to react either, do you?
Well, I think it's a wonderful way to introduce children to live theatre.
Yes, yes.
And we could tell when the curtain went back, most of the children thought it was a giant television screen.
Yes, yeah.
But then when they discover that you're talking to them and they can shout back, and then the parents are teaching them
Yes.
all
yes.
the responses, and you know how they blossom.
Yes, they do.
Can I tell you what?
There was one wee boy, wasn't there, in the audience?
Of course, the big dramatic scene is when the Wicked Witch gives you the apple.
Yes.
And you get it to your mouth so many times, so they say, don't eat the apple, don't eat the apple. And they're screeching like they're hanging over the seats. And we were in a beautiful theatre, boxes and whatever. And finally, you take the bite, and there's like, silence. And this little voice rang out, "You stupid bitch, I told you not to eat it." Well, I'm lying, I was shaking with laughter. Everybody, the Wicked Witch was shaking with laughter. It's one of the funniest, but there's so many funny moments in pantomime.
Before we go, Dana, I got to mention politics just a little bit, because obviously there's a big story in Ireland at the minute. We have a brand new president. We have Catherine Connolly. You're somebody who ran for president, not just once, but twice as well. So what do you think of our new president then?
Well, I think she's a principled woman. We wouldn't be eye to eye on all the issues, but I think she's a principled woman. And when I sought nomination in the 2011 election, she nominated me to run from Galway Council.
Right.
And that's a principled person who knows that you may not always agree on every point, but allow people to have their points and allow them to speak them.
Yeah.
So I would have a lot of time for her.
Brilliant.
Dana, as always, it's lovely to see you.
And you.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you at Panto before Christmas anyway.
Well, honest to goodness, I can't wait to get there.
I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana.
Bye.
Sitting here writing this letter, thinking of what I should say. I know you'd be with me if only you could, and I'm hoping it's Christmas Day. Wrapping up all of your presents, leaving them under the tree. But darling, if you're not with me, this is how it's gonna be. There'll be snowflakes falling in the middle of June, sleigh bells ringing out Christmas tunes. Whatever the weather or time of the year, it'll be Christmas when you are here. All I need for Christmas is to hold you tight. I'll be waiting till the time is right. Whatever the weather, when we are together, it'll be Christmas again. Nothing is better than having you near. I'm keeping you here in my heart, counting the days till I see you again, and nothing will keep us apart. There'll be snowflakes falling in the middle of June, sleigh bells ringing out Christmas tunes. Whatever the weather or time of the year, it'll be Christmas when you are here. All I need for Christmas is to hold you tight. I'll be waiting till the time is right. Whatever the weather, when we are together, it'll be Christmas again. I don't need a Christmas tree. I don't need mistletoe. I don't care if the sun is shining or it's starting to snow. There'll be snowflakes falling in the middle of June, sleigh bells ringing out Christmas tunes. Whatever the weather or time of the year, it'll be Christmas when you are here. All I need for Christmas is to hold you tight. I'll be waiting till the time is right. Whatever the weather, when we are together, it'll be Christmas again.
If only you knew what my next guest just said to me. We might tell you in a second, but as somebody who's always welcome on Robin Elliott Tonight, she is a playwright, she's an author, she's a poet, she's simply fabulous. It's Rosemary Jenkinson.
Wow. Okay, Robin, just had a wild time on a podcast in the other room.
Yeah, I mean, you've been having a great time in the green room. The
So I
Prosecco,
have.
I believe, is flowing well in there, isn't
Absolutely
it?
flowing.
Everybody's in the
third
festive
bottle.
spirit, aren't they?
Oh, they are. They've had many a festive spirit.
Yes, fabulous. Now, you've had a busy year, haven't you?
I have. I've had actually 4 books within a year, which is amazing. And this is just like fitting in the very last one in December.
Yeah, so the Christmas drinks are on you later then.
Should be. It's a successful one, yeah. I like that, Robin, the way you're thinking.
Tell me about this then. It's a play based on censorship and cancellation, something a lot of people will know about, but something I don't think anybody could ever censor you.
Oh, they have. Oh, I wish they hadn't, actually. Yeah. It was a publisher, a former publisher, had kind of dropped my novel because of an article, a controversial article that I wrote, which wasn't that controversial anyway.
Yes, yeah.
But so it was very much about my personal experience of cancellation. But the weirdest thing with this book, I was writing a book, or it was a play, just for the Abbey Theatre, who commissioned it, just about a writer who got cancelled. And he was very controversial, kind of a older guy, and it's also set in the 1960s where writers were censored in Ireland. So it's set in Dublin. And basically, little did I know that I would have my novel dropped myself. So it was an incredible sort of life. You know the way Oscar Wilde says, life mirrors art. Yes. So life mirrored art.
Now, I've read a few of your stories.
Oh, yes.
And your poems over the years as well.
Indeed.
And I would say it would take a very special type of publishing company very open-minded to publish some of your stuff, because really, when it comes to sex, and we've talked about this before, when it comes to sex, there's no holding back with you.
I'm very graphic. I do say so, but actually in a nice way. I believe it's tasteful yet graphic. Is that possible? It's like an oxymoron. So I don't know, but I try. I try to bridge that ground, really.
I mean, I'm still getting over sexploits of a rooftopper.
Oh, yes.
So
we had a long conversation about that one, I remember. Oh, yes, yeah.
That got a few hits online.
I'm sure it did. Well, that was a very ribald conversation indeed.
So this time, this is a play.
Yeah, this is a play. Not sexual, more about sort of writing and the whole. There is a bit of there is sexuality that comes into it, which is censored in the 1960s.
Yes,
they would not have anything back then. So thank God we're allowed to sort of deal with all this.
I see Edna O'Brien gets a mention there as well.
So she does, yes. She was censored in the 60s, very famous,
of course,
famously. Poor Edna. She kind of, I mean, everyone who is a great writer gets censored. So actually, I'm really glad.
Because it makes you a great writer.
There is the badge and you wear it. I mean, what was it? I'm just thinking of Brendan Behan said, "We're the best band in the land."
Yes.
That was his.
Of course, Oscar Wilde, he was thrown in prison as well, wasn't he?
So if there's no kind of anyone calling you out for what you write, you're just not a good writer. So I think pushing the boundaries is good.
Yes. Okay. So we can read this play then.
You can.
Can we ever get a chance to see it?
Well, there's a question. Producers out there, I think we have to ask for some producers to step in. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. But that's the beauty of this. No plays ever really get published like that in books.
No, they don't. No, it's usually after they're a big success and then people want to read them. But you've gone the other way round.
I've done the other way round. And that is after a very famous French writer called de Musset, who published his plays in book form. And he called it theatre in an armchair. You don't even have to leave your armchair for theatre. So
exactly. Right, so that's out of the minute. Yes?
Yes, it is out.
Looking ahead to next year then, what's the plans?
At the minute, it's looking quite empty because I've absolutely thrown everything into this year, but I am hoping I'm certainly going to go back to Ukraine and do loads of trips. I write about it, and that's my kind of political interest. So got so many ideas. I want to travel. I want to, and with my books, take them, get the suitcase, the wheelie with the books in the bag.
Exactly. And how's the romance life?
Oh, yeah, well, my launch this week is happening in Belfast. So, yes, I'm having my Belgian lover arrive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, yes.
Excellent.
Always a foreign
Yes.
Well, I do like that. I like something a bit exotic.
Okay. Will I be getting a new suit to come to the wedding, or should
You
I book
always
that?
ask about that. It's so romantic. I'm not really on that. I'm kind of more like, everything is see as it happens. And no commitment. Commitment phobe here.
All right, okay. What's Christmas Day going to be like?
I'm going to my friend's, my friend called John Boy, and his sister makes me dinner. So I'm incredibly lucky. I don't have to do anything for Christmas. Just sit back and eat my Christmas dinner, and we'll watch some racy film afterwards.
Sounds amazing. Rosemary, as always, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
Let's get another big guest on the Christmas special. In fact, a couple of big guests now. The Mary Peters Trust Gala Lunch happened recently at the Europa Hotel here in Belfast. Ice skating legends Torvill Dean were the big guests at the event, and Kim Kelly was there to catch up with Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean. Here's what happened.
Today I'm lucky enough to be with two absolute sporting legends. They are the greats of British ice skating, none other than Torvill and Dean. Of course, everyone remembers where they were when they won their famous gold medal all those years ago. In fact, it was nearly 50 years ago that these two started skating. I can't believe it. They both look so fresh-faced and young. They're over here in Belfast to support the Mary Peters Trust, and they're going to tell us all about the work they've been doing with Mary Peters to support young athletes here in Northern Ireland. You have supported Mary Peters for many, many years now. What makes this trust so important for young athletes?
I think it's special to us because we know what it was like for us when we were first starting out together. And the more you get into your sport, you need to spend more time training, etc. You need more assistance with things. And to be able to support some of the young athletes, it's so important to get them on their way.
Sport these days, all aspects of sport, is full time. When we started our skating career, we still had to hold down a job to pay for it. So Jane worked in an office and I was a policeman. And it was only when we got a grant in 1980 from our city council that allowed us to then skate full time. So the Lady Mary's Trust is really important for the young athletes and for the future athletes and success of Northern Ireland.
You've been 50 years together on the ice. I can't believe that. What has stood out the most for you?
We've been so lucky in our career to have lots of special moments, but I think the one thing that we always say made a difference was when we won the Olympics in 1984. It just opened so many doors for us for the future.
I think that gave us our longevity of still doing what we were doing up until a few months ago. But having said that, Dancing on Ice came along. We did think we'd retired in 1998, quietly. Didn't tell anybody, but then we had a call from ITV, and then come 2006, Dancing on Ice started, and that kept us skating for the next 20 years.
So what's the best thing about working together for over half a century? I mean, do you two still actually like each other?
Oh, I think so. After 50 years, I would think so.
We're like an old married couple now.
Yeah. We, I think, when we first started out, I think what we soon realised is we both had a passion for the skating. And obviously, the more success we had, we just wanted to get better and better. And we didn't mind putting in the hours, We'd spend each and every day together. And obviously, we get on, our personalities get on with each other, and
we've grown up together, from
teenagers,
10-year-olds to teenagers to 20s to 30s to marriage, divorces, and now retirement.
Yes.
So we've, our life has paralleled
together
the whole time.
Looking back on it now, what would you say to young 15-year-old Jane and Christopher?
Don't change anything.
Yeah.
It was all good.
Yeah.
Really?
I wouldn't change anything, would you?
No.
You wouldn't change?
No, even when, I don't know, when we had problems or injuries or whatever, you kind of learn from those things. It's like learning from your mistakes. And, going back in '94 to do the Olympics, we were hoping, of course, 10 years later to get a gold medal again. And that was our aim. But we ended up with a bronze medal. But from that, it gave us longevity again and success with future tours. And we wouldn't have changed it, because if we hadn't have taken up that challenge, I think we would have regretted it.
So what message would you have to a young athlete who's watching this and wants to go to the Olympic Games?
Ride the wave. You know, there'll be ups and there'll be downs, but it's sticking with it. Yes. It's the perseverance, but also find the enjoyment in it. Yes. However you find it, but find that enjoyment.
So you say that you have retired, but have you really? Is that it for you two?
It is from a skating, performing point of view, but we'll always be best of friends and call each other every day.
Yeah, and you know, now we can do other things like doing talks and sort of...
Do you two still skate? Like, when was the last time you were on the ice?
No.
Not at all, do you?
Well, I don't live near an ice rink.
From our last performance, Jane hasn't put her skates on yet.
No,
I've been on once.
Yeah.
Really? And do you not really miss it whenever you're not skating?
You do.
50 years, remember what we talked about? 50 years.
I think when the tour first finished and we suddenly went back home, and you wake up in the morning and you haven't got a schedule and you've not got to catch a plane somewhere or be somewhere. That took a few weeks of getting used to that, because it's...
But also, I think we'd resigned ourselves. We talked about doing this last tour 2 years ago.
Yes.
And so over that period, you're putting it together, you're working towards it, you're doing the tour. But in your head, you know it's a final
coming
thing.
to an end, yeah.
We did it on our own terms, as opposed to suddenly finding out that where did everything go?
Yeah.
And this was right for us. This is what we wanted to do.
How many bones have you each broken in your body? It must be a lot.
None?
I fractured my wrist, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
You only fractured your wrist?
And I fractured my shoulder blade.
I've done two shoulders, 2 knees, an ankle, a foot, a wrist.
You've done a lot. You win.
Nose.
Oh, the nose, yeah.
Did she do it?
Yeah.
Did she break your nose?
Elbow.
With your elbow?
Yeah, not on purpose, obviously. Spinning round.
So do you think skating is a good career? Like, would you advise any young person to get into skating?
Absolutely. It's
for an old person too.
Yeah.
You know, it's
keeps you fit.
So it's probably not too late for me. Could I get on the ice now?
Good fitness. Get your skates. Bend your knees.
Well, with that in mind, I think I might just get on the ice or break a hip, something like that. Thank you so much, Torvill and Dean. It's been wonderful to meet you two complete icons.
Thank you.
We're talking theatre next, and I'm joined by one of Northern Ireland's leading theatre critics. She's also a broadcaster and a journalist as well. And she's going to give us her theatre highlights of the year. It's Jane Hardy. How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm not too bad. Yes.
How's the party going backstage?
Oh, the party's going terrifically well. Yes, it is. Yes. Prosecco's going down, volume going up. Yes.
Excellent.
That's what you need in a party. Now, I was going to start with Warhorse, actually, going right back.
That's a long time ago, isn't it?
That is a long time.
Because, of course, we've been together in the stalls, I think, for something like 56 shows this year we've seen together, haven't we? And of course, done the podcast, Robin and Jane in the Stalls, about it. Yes.
And I thought I'd start with Warhorse because I thought it was impeccable. It was about a period of transition before the Great War. And it's about, of course, Joey the horse, as we all know from the movie, Albert the boy who trains him and then loses him to the Great War. And what I loved about this, lots of things actually, the puppets were absolutely amazing, but I also loved the fact it started silently and you got this summer's kind of afternoon or evening, that sense, that period before the Great War, when everything was pastoral, everything was simple. And we got a puppet of a bird sort of flying over the hills and a wonderful set. I thought it was impeccably done, and in a way it's a love story between the horse and the boy, and of course they reunite later on, and that's utterly moving. I mean, I defy anybody to come away from that without using the Kleenex.
Yes, exactly. No, it was. And the war scenes in it as well were so graphic as well. I think I said to you after, I came away with PTSD after watching this show.
Absolutely. We felt we were in the trenches. And the Germans were better equipped than the British, and there was that sort of tragedy. And it reminded one of that wonderful scene, of course, in Blackadder at the end when they all go over the top. No, it was amazing.
So, of course, Warhorse was one of the touring shows that came to the Grand Opera House. Now, that was my favourite show until we had Tina Turner the musical in town.
Tina Turner was absolutely amazing. I think the name of the performer we saw was Jezebel McCarthy, and she was absolutely incredible. And what was interesting about this was that it didn't shy away from the dark side of Tina Turner's life and the problems with Ike Turner and the abuse and so on. But something that happened in this show, and it makes me think of how audiences are changing and maybe misbehaving a bit. There was a heckler, actually, and it was a very moving passage where she's got nothing and she's been abused and she needs a bed for the night, and she's going to appeal to somebody who's got, I don't know, a B&B or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
And somebody came out and heckled from the floor saying, "I'll give you a bed for the night."
And just ruined the whole moment, didn't it?
Ruined the moment, ruined the emotion, but she didn't let it. She kept going, which I thought was absolutely amazing. But a sideline to all of this is that this year we've had more munching, more rustling of sweeties.
We've heard somebody ordering a taxi.
Yes.
During a performance as well, when you can hear the taxi operator on their phone to them.
Yes, you can.
A serious drama's being produced on stage.
No, it's incredible. So that is our campaign, is to have quieter theatres and more respect for performers.
Pringles, I'm banning Pringles.
And Pringles, absolutely. But I think Tina was amazing, and it was like being almost at a rock show at times.
Yes. Especially the ending wasn't it? Yeah.
The ending was like a rock show, yes it was. No, we enjoyed that very much.
I'm going to do one more from the Grand Opera House because I can't believe that you'd never seen Blood Brothers before.
No, I'd never seen that before, and I was very affected by it, and I liked the fact that they actually brought the ending to the beginning, because it kind of prepared you for what was going to happen, and it made it more poignant from the beginning, which I thought was really clever. I thought the performers were great in it. I thought it had great narrative push, and of course the writing is unbelievable, obviously.
Yeah. Let's talk local theatre now. Let's move on to the lyric theatre. And I think we started off at the beginning of the year with The Importance of Being Earnest, which was just a fabulous production.
It was fabulous. It's like the importance of being innovative, I think, and charming. Jimmy Fay, the director, threw absolutely everything at this, and I think he did a really good job. What was interesting, I thought that some of the themes this year have included change and transition. You could see that at the beginning of Warhorse. You could see that in The Importance of Being Earnest. I mean, this is a play that most people know quite well. They know some of the lines. The truth is really pure and never simple, for example, and various others. And if you know it well, you think, what else can be done? I mean, we know Lady Bracknell, we know the handbag scene. That, interestingly enough, Alison Harding did reinvent that. She did. And she actually made the word handbag not the key word. She gave the full Wagnerian emphasis to another word. And in fact, she made handbag simply an actual query, handbag, you know,
exactly,
as perhaps it ought to be. But this was interesting because at the beginning we saw some adverts for sort of Victorian, energy products and all sorts of odd and funny things. This was the period when electricity was happening. It was a period of great and yeasty change. And in a way, this is blowing the raspberry at some of the Victorian stuffiness and hypocrisy, personified, of course, in Lady Bracknell, who's only interested, really, in how many thousands a year the suitors for her daughter actually have. She's not interested in true love, no, not at all, although she pretends to be. So I thought that was interesting. And also the Monty Python bits that were thrown in. The design was amazing, and we had some visuals and a sort of psychedelic phase when Algernon has been smoking the hookah, and that, you felt, was pure Terry Gilliam. It was
absolutely brilliant. Let's talk about the Belfast International Arts Festival. We were at most things, I think. We captured most of the big shows, and again, a hugely successful year.
It was. There was another one at the Lyric which wasn't quite so successful as a play, in my view. Well, nothing is as good as Oscar Wilde, let's face it. And that was Denouement. Now, that had some interesting acting in it, because Patrick O'Kane and Anna Healy are both great actors. And there was a moment when, I mean, it's about the end of the world, and I'm not sure that sold itself to audiences, really. Patrick O'Kane, I mean, what do you do when it's the end of the world? You finish the wine, you maybe do some coke, you do various things. You get in touch with your loved ones, of course, and say goodbye. There was a beautiful moment when Paddy O'Kane kind of jumped about like a hobgoblin, having done some coke, and he was manic and he was beautiful. But I felt there was repetition in this play, and the denouement, if you like, of the denouement wasn't entirely satisfactory. We didn't know quite how the world was ending, but it was interesting that the female character, she offered herself up to her fate in the end, which was quite fascinating.
Exactly. And of course, we're covered in Christmas shows throughout Belfast at the moment with pantos, with comedy as well. Mary Jones's take on A Christmas Carol is back at the Lyric this year.
It is back at the Lyric, and I'm quite glad because there are shows that you want to see twice, and there were one or two we saw which we didn't. I'm thinking the gap year here. And there are shows that you do want to see twice, and I'm thinking Dickens and Mary Jones' Christmas Carol. You almost don't know where Dickens ends off and Mary Jones begins, except that she puts in lots of Belfast references.
And it works on those kind of alleyways and entries of Belfast, doesn't it?
It works in the alleyways and entries. It's very, very dark. It's got ghouls and ghosties, and Marley's ghost is quite scary, actually.
And it's got the mummers thrown in as well.
It's got the mummers thrown in. It's got music. It's got a bit of everything, really, and it is quite sinister, but that's quite good too. I mean, not a question of bar humbug at all.
Exactly. A Christmas Carol at the Lyric. We've got Pinocchio at the Grand Opera House. We've got Jack Frost at the Mac as well.
Directed by Cameron Menzies.
Of course, yes. And of course, it was given mention for Follies this year as well, which was absolutely amazing.
That was amazing. And what was particularly good was Jackie Dankworth, daughter of Cleo Lane, who sadly died this year. And she played Carlotta Campion, and she sang the wonderful song, I'm Still Here. And that was a real moment of theatre. She did it as well as I think anybody could possibly have done it. And the whole place stopped.
Indeed, they did. Well, Jane, as always, good to see you. We'll see them back in the stalls with some more Robin and Jane in the stalls coming soon. But in the meantime, have yourself a very Merry Christmas.
You too.
So that's all we have time for on the Robin Elliott Tonight Christmas special. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of my guests as well. And thank you for watching the show throughout the year. We'll be back with a brand new series in the new year. And to play us out, somebody who's always welcome on the show is Daniel James. He was part of the duo Yell back in the early 90s. He's still going strong today, and he's got a brand new Christmas record out at the minute. We're going to play you out with Daniel James. Have yourself a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Silent nights, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul found its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, hear the angels' voices all night divine, all night when Christ was born. silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heaven.